Hey guys, good afternoon, good evening, good morning, good day. Hope everybody is doing well. We made it to Friday. It's the end of the day, and for some of us, maybe the stateside people, we may be looking at a 3-day weekend. So that's pretty cool.
You do so much traveling.
Like to the fridge and back.
Yeah.
Oh, does
Like
that mean you're?
holidays when you're quarantined does not really mean a lot, does it?
It really doesn't. It means I'm gonna probably watch movies instead of work. I think that's my day, Monday. Are those dogs barking? Does that mean you're getting a delivery right now?
Well, technically it's someone bringing back our rototiller.
Ah, I
So
see. Monsters.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's a
we should
delivery,
bark at
but
them.
it's not an exciting delivery. It's a delivery of a thing that was already mine. Those are those are boring.
Hey, now that I know you got a rototiller, I'm gonna save myself $20 next year.
It's pretty awesome. It's one of those. It's electric, but
Nice.
I've learned that electricity is pretty torquey. It really chews up our dense clay-like soil. You can't see my air quotes, but they're there.
That's right. Awesome. Well, hey everybody, thanks for coming and hanging out. Hello to you wherever you are. Uh, Christopher Ryan just pointed out that 3-day weekend's nothing. He's in his 60-day weekend, still working through it. Um, yeah. Well, let's get this thing. Let's do something with this thing. Uh, yeah, how's it? How's everybody doing out there? Is everybody having a good week? Is everybody feeling it? Feeling good or bad, or I don't know. How are you all feeling? I gotta
I'm
say,
starting to.
I think it was Monday that Jody mentioned the whole quarantine fatigue thing, and I think it hit me this weekend for sure. Cause
Yeah, it's not even a weekend yet. Tomorrow's the
man,
weekend.
this last week I just nothing sounded exciting. Like all the stuff I normally do is like, I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. You know it's bad when you're like, I'm gonna just go play some video. Oh no, not really.
Yeah,
I don't feel like playing video games.
watch a movie.
Uh,
The the
it
the
looks like it's sunny in Dorset again, or Dorset. I don't know.
I don't know. I always heard that. Yeah, see, it's blustery in Wales, so I guess you're just in the wrong part of the UK then.
Yeah,
South France.
yeah.
Ooh, somebody who knows what we're doing.
Oh, and then we got it's
Maxine,
Garnett
can
in
you can you
Spain.
actually see? Can you see the Eiffel Tower from where you're at? I have no idea what France is like. I mean, well, when we were modeling the London Bridge, somebody came on and said they could actually see it from where they were at.
I remember that.
It's not too ridiculous a question, but I don't know. Uh, I know
No, it
I've
makes
never
me
been there.
think of the. As soon as you know somebody from a place, they're just always that person from that
That's
place.
right.
My wife's from Michigan, and so if something's happening in Michigan, she has some friend that's just like, "Did you see what's happening in Michigan?"
That's right.
To which she's always like, "Yeah, it had nothing to do with me. It's the militia, the Michigan militia. My wife's not in the Michigan militia.
Well, could she tell you if she was? I mean, I hear they're pretty low
Not
profile. So
anymore anyway.
yeah.
That's true. Those people are not low profile. I saw the videos.
All right. Uh, yeah, it's sunny and blustery all over England. That's cool. We still got a little bit of sun. It's supposed to be pretty rainy this weekend, but it's not like I got anywhere to go.
Yeah, it's been crazy rain this week, right? Is anybody in Michigan getting flooded out, or anybody in India getting cycloned, typhooned?
Yeah, it's not. It's crazy out there in some places.
Mm.
I don't know if you guys did this. Like speaking, going back to fatiguing. I
Mm.
I spent time like curating my movies to be watched collection. So I added stuff to Netflix. I put stuff on each of the services that I own. I like put stuff in my list, and now I go through it and I'm like, meh, meh, oh,
Don't you love that? I realized this week that list is completely pointless. I'm just like,
I know.
I only feel like watching it when I feel like watching it.
I got like 40 movies that at some point my brain decided I should watch, and none of them sound like something I want to watch now. It's rough. It's rough, man.
Stupid brain. Why couldn't it have known?
Wow. Hi everybody. I'm sorry. I wasn't meaning to not say hi, but these highs come in so fast it's hard to keep up with them and say hi to everybody as it goes by. So thank you all for coming. If we haven't met before, my name is Aaron. I'm here with Jody.
Hi, Aaron.
Hi, Jody.
Hi, everybody.
Yeah, that's about it. We're gonna hang out and do some SketchUp stuff with you. So we've had this request actually many times, and that is the Eiffel Tower. I don't know why we haven't done it before, but we just haven't. So we're gonna try to do it today. We're gonna see how it goes. That was my totally committed idea. I'm gonna try to do it. We're gonna do something. It's gonna look like the Eiffel Tower.
Hopefully it's not the awful tower. Am I right? Huh?
I'm feeling insulted.
All right.
I just got
I don't feel
bullied.
insulted yet.
You guys saw it.
You sound like my daughter. Every time I tell her anything, she's like, "Stop bullying me."
I know. My daughter yells bully at me anytime I ask her to take the trash out or anything.
Yeah, exactly. Change the channel.
All right. So
Christopher Ryan just recommended Upload on Netflix, and I will also second that.
Upload.
That one, although it is good. They're 22-minute episodes, so it's pretty easy to consume just a little bit.
Yeah. This is I'm definitely seeing a lot of new TV shows I know nothing about showing up on all sorts of streams too. So, all right, let's get this thing rolling.
Let's make it.
Okay, so I'm gonna start with, let me show you guys. So I did start a topic over on our forum, forums.sketchup.com. So if you haven't already gone there and you have any interest in what we're working on, it's a good spot to kind of keep up with what we're looking at in this particular model, but it's also a great place to get help if you ever need help in SketchUp. So our forums are awesome. Highly recommend you check them out. So we've already had a couple people go up and post some additional images, some additional reference, and Andy over here actually already started modeling his, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, we're gonna hop right into it and try to model something that looks like an Eiffel Tower. Again, as non-committal as I can possibly be. All right, so I'm gonna start with, I grabbed and I downloaded 2 images, and here's what they are. That's right. So this is a drawing, but it shows the heights of all the different decks. So I figured that was a good drawing to use as a scale to start with. I can get my master dimensions off that. And then I also have this blown up detail image that I probably won't import into SketchUp, but it'll be something I can go look at, or maybe I'll drop it in as a watermark just to reference how the pieces go together. Because as Enrot called out on our forum, it's kind of cool because they have trusses made of trusses. So that'll be kind of fun. So one of the things I'm missing, I don't have a whole lot of, is all the images I see are 2-dimensional, like plan images. So I'm kind of thinking of building this almost facade-like, where I'm going to build like almost 2D faces that I can then bulk out as I move through here. So you'll see what I'm talking about. I'm going to come in here now. I'm going to grab my heights image and just import it as an image real quick. So I'm going to pull it in. I'm just going to drop it right on the ground. Whoa, that came in a little
I'm looking at the size of that. I'm thinking of, I don't know, it was one of the Despicable Me movies where Gru went and he was going to steal the Eiffel Tower, but it turned out he stole like the miniature Eiffel Tower from Las Vegas or something.
Oh, Gru.
Little tiny thing.
This is a big one.
He shrank it.
All right, so what I'm gonna do here's what I'm thinking. As you guys know, I try to not do too much pre or prep work here because I want to kind of share the process of design with you all. So what I'm thinking is I'm gonna scale this up to the proper size, and then I think I'll do like a 2D cutout of 1/2 of the front here. That's how we'll start. So I'm going to start by putting a line in here. I'm going to start at the bottom of this dimension and pull a line straight up to the other side. And then I'm going to dimension against that line. So I'm going to grab my tape measure tool and go from end to end and tell it that is 1,024 feet. Resize my model. Yes. Okay. There we go. That's a big. All right. Now, I'm going to start right up here at the top of this flag, and I'm going to drop a line straight down to my foundation, come across to here, and I'm going to start drawing lines. I want to try to draw straight lines wherever possible, because as far as I can tell, as I look at it, I think, and you guys can correct me, obviously, I don't know what I'm doing. I looked up some facts that I'll sprinkle through about how much do you know about the Eiffel Tower, Jody?
Oh man, I know so much stuff.
Okay, so you know as much as nothing as I do, right?
Well, I've got a fun facts about the Eiffel Tower page in front of me, so I know at least. Well, I don't know them yet, but very quickly I will know. Wait. Wow, like 25 things.
Wow. Is it true that the largest crepe ever cooked was cooked at the base of the Eiffel Tower? That may be something I made up. Is it true they sell more commemorative berets at the Eiffel Tower than anywhere else in France? Could also be a lie.
Nice. I'm curious. I'm not seeing any of these facts.
Huh, go figure.
Air quotes again.
Facts.
How often do people lose their beret from the top of the Eiffel Tower? That's really that's a good one.
If European vacation is to be trusted, teenagers will throw their berets off the top out of disgust for their parents. Thus ends all the knowledge I have of the Eiffel Tower, what I saw in European vacation.
The reason I'm looking at this list of facts is because I wanted to see what the timeline you need to try and beat is, and it took them 2 years. Let me be more precise. 2 years, 2 months, and 5 days to build the tower. So top that.
So I got to build at the speed of 1 year per hour to get this done 2 years.
Yes.
Okie doke.
Yep. See if you can do it. Bilal said it's composed of puddling iron. Well, that's a new phrase for me. Puddling. I want to call it pudding iron, which sounds
tasty.
Yeah.
All right, looks like we got a straightaway here. All right.
Wait. Okay, so Lawrence dropping this one. This is weird. If you took a cylinder, which is the diameter of the base of the same height of the tower, the air in the cylinder weighs more than the metal used to build it.
Whoa, that's closed up perfectly.
That's a very convoluted fact right there.
I totally believe it.
Did you download Andy's example model that he made?
I did not. That felt like cheating.
I checked it out, and it looked a lot like what you just drew. It was basically
smart guy.
A profile in 3D.
All right. So this is the outside edge. As I was going and drawing the lines, I was intentionally breaking them as these pieces break. Because like I said, I think we want all these pieces to be straight. So I want to have a straight edge to put them on. So I think that profile will work to start. I do have to come in now, and I have to get this arch right here. I try to draw a circle, but this is not actually circular. So I'm gonna try a Bezier curve and see how I can make that work. So I'll go from here down to here, start to pull it out this way, pull it down and out this way.
Looking good.
I think that's what I'm gonna use. All right, so for right now, I'm actually gonna stop it right here. I'm only gonna model. This piece is only be this much. The cap I'll do as a separate piece. All right, and I'll come in here and we'll take out these spaces right now as well. I'm going to use the same faces. So I can take those across. Or not. That's not going to work. So I'm going to draw a line across. Because I want to align my inside brakes, my outside brakes. And you'll see what I'm talking about with this material in just a second. As soon as I get, there we go. Now I don't actually need these lines yet, but I do. All right. Cool. All right, so there is one piece. So I'm going to take, whoops, that. And actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do this. I am going to turn off my X-ray. I'm going to explode my image. And what that's going to do is that's actually going to project, because I exploded my image onto the geometry, it's going to use my geometry to actually cut the face of the image. So what that means is I will have this going on right now. That looks good. I'm going to make a copy of that. I'm going to scale it to -1. We'll throw these two pieces together. Actually, no, hold up, undo, 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 undo a lot. Oh, I undid too many. Redo, 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 redo.
That came in a little quicker than normal. What that thing is in your left hand there.
This right here is a 3D mouse. Specifically, the Space Mouse Enterprise from 3D Connection. Allows me to move smooth and seamlessly in 3D space without having to touch my standard mouse over here. This means that it frees this mouse up to do things like pull up context menus or go up to drop-down menus or toolbars while I'm zooming. It also makes a smoother animation in 3D than the standard, you know, jump and twirl that we get with the orbit and zoom tools. All right, so I'm thinking, what am I thinking? All right, I'm thinking, that was rhetorical, sorry, I didn't mean to. Here.
I thought we had a new party game or something.
No, 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 nothing fun like that. Just boring 3D modeling. All right, so I'm gonna hold on to a copy over here because one of the things I wanna do right now is I wanna get the arc of this shape. So I'm kind of feeling like if I push this shape.
Dave said you said undo, and he hit Control-Z in his SketchUp model. Apparently. Well done.
I got you. I got you trained, Dave.
Jump.
That's awesome. Yeah, I know. I need to. I'm here as an employee, so I can't actually sell or represent the 3D Connection mouse, but I really, personally, have found a lot of benefit in it. So that's where all that comes from. All right, I'm going to go ahead and make this into a group. I'm going to make a copy. I'm going to spin that 90 degrees, and then I'm going to line it up like this.
This is how I always do elevations whenever I'm working like with house models.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, cut it one way, cut it the other way. And since both ways are the same, then I can take, hey, I should save. Who said that? I know
What?
somebody already said that.
No, nobody. Oh wait, that's right. Transom did save. Dang it! I thought nobody said it.
Nobody. Only you care about me, Transom. The rest of them, they're just here to see me burn. They just want to watch the show. All right. So once I have this, I have two solids. So I'm going to go to my solid tools, and I want to get the difference between these two. It's the second button over here. This is really the only time I use this. It's the intersect is what it's called. So select one. I'm going to hit intersect. Ooh, They're not solid. Do I not have bottoms on them? I must have extra lines. Let's check it. Solid tools.
Check it.
Okay. Yeah, you can reverse them. I don't really care. All right.
Trenton said he's your buddy, and now I'm wanting to know: is he your buddy? Am I not your buddy? Can you have more than one buddy?
I have multiple buddies. I'm kind of
okay.
Big deal that way. All buddied up.
Big deal.
All right. So this is good. What I want now is I want to come in here. I don't want to build the entire thing. I want to build 1/8 of this thing. So I'm going to come up here. I guess I could do this with a surface, but this is as close as I'm going to get to stitching today. Cut these surfaces in half all the way up. So just midpoint to midpoint. So I could have drawn a single plane and just intersected. And now that I'm doing so much clicking, that does seem like it would have been the wiser thing to do. But at this point, we're done. All right. Now, this is all I care about.
This should be super fast and easy because, I mean, 1/8 is just...
That's right.
It's hardly anything.
So what, that's, how much time is that? That's, I'm thinking out of the years. So what's 1/8 of 2 years?
2 years and 2 months. I don't know. I have to like cut it in half and cut it in half and then cut it in half.
I'll just type in 2 years divide by, I don't know what that math, that's the problem, I don't know the math. All right, so I'm going to copy that and come out of context, paste it. All right, that is my thing. That is 1/4 of the Eiffel Tower. I got the curve on there. I have the spots. So I'm going to take that right now and make that into a component. I'm going to call this a tower chunk. Chunk with an H. All right. Now what that means, what I can do with this is I can take it and make a copy of it right over here. Use scale to invert it to -1. Move it right here. Grab those two. Option copy to right here. Rotate that 90 degrees. Grab all of that. Option copy to right here. Rotate that 180 degrees. I don't want to rush things, but kind of feel like we're done. This is boring stuff. Just draw some trusses and stuff now. Well, that's not bad for 10 minutes in, right? I feel pretty good about that.
I say we take a break.
All right. Hold on, somebody's asking a thing. Yeah, so the top part doesn't really lend itself to this method of breaking it down into smaller pieces. So I think, and you guys can correct me, I think the top is round, right? Is this actually circular? Somebody has to help me out on that. Verify, somebody could check that out. That'd be cool. So I don't need this piece anymore.
Well, so all the pictures are in 2D, so no, they're all flat.
It's all flat. All right. Now, to get these lines on here, I'm going to...
Uh-oh, you're gonna have to save on your own. Ransom's taken off. Oh wait, maybe he's not. Maybe he's gonna drink beer. Here.
Oh, beer 30. That doesn't mean you have to leave. I'm gonna take this texture and make it sure it's a projected texture. I come in here, I'm gonna grab all these materials. I'm going to pick this and apply it and see how it works. That didn't go great. Did not quite line up. So let's take this one texture, one corner, and Oh, that's why. Oops. All right, I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna move this so that it lines up with my corner, like that. So now the projection will take it right through. So I think if I come in here and I grab everything, if I pick that, it should project right onto it. Awesome. Super cool. So again, I kind of feel like we're almost done. So in all seriousness though, if I was looking for a way to real quick get just a reference model, just a thing that looks like what I'm trying to do done, I could be there right now. Because I could come in here, do a quick follow me with the profile of the cap, plop that on top, and that could, you know, represent off in the distance the Eiffel Tower or something like that. Kind of how I would go about doing a photo projection image. But of course, we're going to do more than that. So let's do that. We're going to get in here and we're going to put some little pieces in. Okay, so what I think I want to do is I'm going to come into just this one chunk, one piece at a time, and I want to start building actual physical pieces to go in here. So right here, for example, I kind of feel like this becomes its own piece. So I'm going to grab that, double click, make that into a component. Bottom, corner, bottom outside
right, so
corner.
Lawrence posted a picture of the top of the tower. It didn't look round to me.
Oh, really?
It kind of looks like the top of a oil rig or something out there on the ocean.
Looks like it should be on a battleship.
Yeah.
Are those cell receivers on top of the Eiffel Tower? Oh, the magic.
Probably.
The magic is gone.
One of the little facts that got dropped a little while ago by Lawrence was that the Eiffel Tower wasn't supposed to stay up forever. It was going to be sold as scrap, but they kept it because it was useful as a communications tower. I mean, it looks like a big old antenna, so I'm not surprised.
I guess not. Oh well. I feel a little disillusioned, a little lied to, but all right. So there I have one piece. And because it's a component, it does go to all the corners automatically. I'm done with that. So over here, I'm going to do the same thing. I'll do another one. This is like a major beam. And then
major beam. That was my favorite David Bowie songs. No?
I missed the reference, but I'm nodding.
Wait, didn't he think Major Tom? Wait, who sang that?
That's the Beatles.
What?
All right, I'm gonna grab that piece, color. I'm using this kind of greenish color. It's not exactly perfect, but I kind of feel like it's pretty close to what I've seen on other
Space
images.
Oddity. That was David Bowie, not the Beatles.
Does that have anything to do with Inside Beam? All right.
I know that jet fuel will not melt it.
I don't even know what's going on anymore. All right, so I'm making these beams 1 foot deep too, just to have a consistent size. Okay, so here's the thing that I want to do. I want to have some components that I use and reuse. So one piece is, I know this is super low resolution, but I'm also looking at other images, and we have these kind of plates. So they're kind of like, here, grab that. Oh, they're kind of like this. Kind of these angled plates, but they have the corners knocked off. So something like, kind of like that. So it came back about 1.6. Again, I don't have not looking at the best drawings, but something like this. It's a these plates where the trusses intersect at the corners. So I'm going to go ahead and just make one. Make that into a new component.
There's apparently a lot of fun facts out there. Ellis said that the copyright ended in 1993 for like being able to take pictures, but they installed lights in 85, so you can't take pictures of it at night. You can only take pictures in the daytime.
All right then.
That's weird. Copyrights. Psh.
So what if this is an array? I wonder if I can actually array this. Let's see, we'll take it there, take it to the top. Say that's divided by 5. Oh, look at that. All right, she's coming together. Now, I feel like I have these pieces right here. It's hard, I mean, you can see that they're not solid, but I think what I want to do is kind of come up with a generic piece that I can just use right in these things over and over and over again. Before I do that though, I think I'm going to come to this point, take this one straight over like this, straight over like this. Make that into a new component. Beam, I don't know, I don't know. All right, I'm gonna go into that and get rid of these fields here. I'm going to, this one I'm gonna actually take and I'm gonna move it inside of this piece. I'll color it, same thing with this, and then I will again pull it 12 inches. Oops. And again, that 12 inches has no, there's no actual like structural reason for it to be 12 inches. I just want to have something to give it some depth. All right. That looks good. Now for these trusses. So what I'm thinking is doing something like this. What happened there? Oh, because I went vertical. That's not right. I go at 90 degrees. To get a rectangular shape. And now I'm going to grab that, make that a new component, and I'm going to call this my truss. Because this is the thing, this is probably the most important piece. I'm going to go ahead and hide everything else.
So Johnny's asking what shortcuts you've got installed or set up on your MX?
On my MX, I have draw line and erase on the thumb buttons. So line and erase. The thumb pad straight down is select. And then on the gestures, so if I hold the thumb button down and push up, down, left, right, I get rectangle, rotate, move, or push pull. So those are the 7 commands I have on my mouse. So those are the ones. They still show up down there. So if I click and drag down, you'll see how the shortcut key shows up as P. So they're just keystrokes. If I tap the select button, it's just sending a space to the computer. All right. So I believe with these trusses, I don't want to get super detailed because I don't want to bog down the computer too much. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here and, hey, let's use some guidelines. I haven't done that for all day.
Since last time we did this.
That's right. So I'm put some guidelines 6 inches in. I'm going to take this guideline at the middle, at its midpoint, or at the just above this midpoint, I guess. I'm going to rotate it 45 degrees. Grab this one, rotate it at that intersection, 45 degrees. And then I'm going to do the same thing up here. Take this option, rotate that 45, grab it again, rotate, option, 45. There's a thing going on. I'm thinking about things. Don't worry, don't stress, don't freak. All right. You know what? This is messy because I've got all the other pieces visible too. So I'm going to go up to View, Component Edit, and turn Hide Similar Components. So now I'm alone with just my one component. That's all I want. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to trace this and this. I'm going to offset this 3 inches. Going to offset just these 2 lines 3 inches. And same thing here. All right, so what I want of all this stuff I just drew is basically that. I'm going to take that real quick. And I can get rid of those lines, those lines, those lines. Actually, I'll just take that straight up because I'll be copying it. I don't need those extra lines. I do need...
This does seem to go flows a little smoother than the Tower of London.
The London Bridge?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not called the London Bridge. I read that fact
That's
many
right, the
times.
Tower of London. No, the Tower Bridge. Shh.
Yeah, the Tower Bridge. Doesn't even say London, does it?
No, there's no London. I mean, there's a London. London's actually a real place. That's not what I was saying. Okay. Now, if I take that, there we go. That's what I want. And I can copy it. And then I will copy that. All right, that's good enough. I'm actually gonna, let's see, get rid of some of this end. Undo that. All right, just get rid of this. And all right, so now what I can do, clean up this end real quick too. I want these cuts in the end like this. All right, so now what I can do is I can come in here.
Get rid of that. Yeah, that little guy. Wait, why are there so many of that little guys? Oh, because it wasn't a component. Gotcha.
Yeah, I didn't component anything inside. All right, there's only a couple of these pieces, and I don't want to ruin where. What's that?
You got some extra left line there on the left side of each of those triangles.
Oh,
too.
yes, I do.
Yuck.
Don't you worry, my friend. I got that. So I'm gonna take that.
Out, man.
I'm gonna make it 6 deep just to make it a little bit different from the other pieces. I'm gonna go ahead and color it all, and run Solid Inspector, which is to get rid of those extra lines.
It's like magic.
It is. It really is. All right. And there we have one piece. I know it's not in the right spot, but we're going to, again, don't even worry about it. I'm going to take that option and copy it straight across.
It sounds like Patrick. That's Patrickism.
Don't worry. Straight across.
Yeah, when he just tell you not to even worry about it. Don't even worry about it.
And actually, I can do this as an array. I can say 4x and just put that down a bunch of times. All right. They're not in plane. They do have to be shoved back behind these plates. That will happen, I promise you. Before I do that, though, I want to get these other pieces in here. So I'm going to take 2 of these. I don't know if this is going to work, but we're going to try it. Let me find the center.
So 3D model channels commenting on your use of guides, and it feels like you guys might be a little bit kindred spirits. They said they never understood the use of guidelines. You could just use the lines, rotate them 45 degrees, and you wouldn't have to draw. You wouldn't have to draw over them. All you have to do is delete the excess. But with guides, you've got to delete guides too.
Right.
Wow, that's it.
The big thing is that guides don't break geometry. So I totally agree. And I come from a world that doesn't want to use guides either. So I'm with you. I am trying to get better at using them because I don't have to heal geometry if I do that. So like I said,
that's why
I don't disagree. That's right. All right, so I'm going to take this
There's so many repeating patterns. I feel like you could make a dynamic component that just builds an Eiffel Tower.
One may be able to, if one
somebody
so
else
chose.
Had a little time on their hands. Wanted to make this whole process take a lot longer.
That's right.
2 years.
How would we really stretch this into a multi-year project? All right, so I'm going to make that, copy that one up. I'm going to say do it 4x. That was the wrong thing to do. I want to take this one. I don't know why I copied the one from below it. From here. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I got to do my 3D mouse driver still. All right, there we go. And do that 1, 2, 3, 4 times, 4x. Now I'm going to grab all of these pieces I just put in vertical. And I'm going to rotate them so that they fall more in line with the actual geometry. There we go. That's the stuff. Oh, yeah, buddy. All right, now take this one from the middle of the plate again. I'm just going to take it from 90 degrees. I'm going to rotate it to whatever that is. Oops, I didn't copy. Come on, man. There we go. Rotate it this way. And I'm going to rotate it. Actually, can I do just, let's see what happens if I just say 2x. No, that won't work. Never mind, don't do that. Oh, it's so many stuffs in here, but it'll get better.
It gets
Those
better.
ones don't need any work. These guys right here, I'm kind of feeling inclined to just stretch them a wee bit.
Oh, so center negative, while he appreciates that you do these, thinks it'd be pretty neat to bring in an MVP like Chris Rosewarne to do a modeling session sometime.
I would love that, and I have actually.
Pretended to be Chris Rosewarne before?
Well, only when nobody's looking. That was not the right spot to put that. No, I think that would be awesome. We have definitely talked about that. The big limitation, and this is not said to I'm secure in who I am and what I do. The real limitation is contact and streaming capability. We've tried to basically the idea of restreaming our someone else through our stream gets a little dicey kind of quick. So that's the reason we haven't done guest people on here. We would like to get to the point where we can actually bring people in like live, have them sit in our studio when we're back in the office and have them, show us their thing. That's kind of the goal. That's where we want to go with it. And I think Chris would be an awesome person to do that with.
Well, and I don't know if we've ever talked about the new office space that we're moving into whenever we're allowed to go in an office again, which hopefully is going to be even better equipped for such things.
That's right. We're excited about that. All right, so I'm going to take these pieces. I'm going to see right now it says that there's 240 of these. So I'm going to go select them, and then I will move them. Let's see, we'll go from here. Are they glued? What's going on?
Didn't like that.
Fine, I will cut them. I will show you. So I'm going to cut them. Actually, here, no, I'm going to do this. I'm going to put where I want that to go first. Come here, buddy. You like me.
Alejandro Soriano, we already know he's got the goods to do it.
That's right. All right, there we go. Now I'm just going to get rid of these ones in front. So force my hand. There we go. I'm making noises, airplane noises. All right, so if I temporarily select this surface and delete it, I deleted too much. Whoa, undo. Went overboard.
It's sort of like, it's like Eiffel Jenga. Like how many pieces can you get rid of before it collapses?
All right, let's zoom in tighter. So when you're deleting stuff, sweeping with the big delete, swinging your eraser around, if you're out far, you can delete through surfaces. That just like textures sometimes bleed through if you're too far away, so can you actually push through materials and delete them. So if I take this now, temporary delete it, all right, that's what we got so far. This doesn't even need to be temporary. I could actually just delete that right now.
Just as Nike would say, do it.
And I just did it. All right. I do need something else though. I got to get this. I don't even know what I'm looking at right here, to be honest. It looks like a big chain link fence with some lines over it, which we could do. We could do that.
Let's see if there's any better pictures on the forum.
Yeah.
So Gavin said he goes out there either a couple of times a year, or I don't remember what he said now, but he posted some pictures of much closer versions. Yeah, they look like just big girders.
Yeah, it just looks like I just got a thing.
Yeah.
All right. Well, heck, I'll just do that. I don't even ask permission or anything. I just do that. All right.
Just do your thing.
So I'm gonna take this guy right here, I'm going to slide him down this girder till I get near that point. No, actually, put it directly on the corner. I'm going to make this unique. I'll take that surface and just move it back. Unhide my hidden. There we go. And then really it looks like, yeah, it just looks like a kind of just a, it kind of looks like a big version of this.
Yeah.
All right, I can do that.
Yeah.
I can do that. I don't even need to ask permission. I can just do that. All right.
It'd probably be nice if you asked permission.
Typical rule follower. All right. Draw a
Come on,
line like-
sheeple.
Take that line and in plane with this surface right here. Really, as I'm looking at this, the big thing is going to come to 45. Is the challenge with all of this is going to be staying in plane. The rest of it's really not too hard. So let's see, what do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 or so. I'm going to take that. Let's see if I can use a. Let's go. Use push line. I really do like that command. Do that over 12.
Do you still save SketchUp files, or do you just kind of just Old West style these days now? Johnny suggests you save it. I told him you don't do that.
Save. Oh, my file, like as I'm working on it?
Yeah.
Oh. I guess I could try it. Let's see. Yeah, I can.
Huh. Cool. Sweet.
Now we know. Thanks for asking. All right, I'm going to double click that. Make that. I'm just going to make it a group right now. I'm making a group because I'm just going to nest all this stuff together. I'm going to take that one, slide it along to here. They don't quite look big enough, do they? All right. That's what I was wondering. Well, they cross over twice. So I actually want to take this, and I want to move this across to the midpoint. So let's see what happens. I don't actually want to use that plane. I want to use the flat of this plane at the midpoint to rotate a copy 90 degrees, and then take that to right there, and I'll take that to here. Not quite right. Hold up. I want to make those a little bit thicker. I'm going to grab that surface. I'm not using push-pull on purpose because push-pull is going to pull it normal to the surface. I actually want to slide the face over. So I'm inferencing off of this line and going on the red axes instead. All right, so let's take that. I'm going to go again on the red axes. My midpoint, not quite my midpoint. I think that was the problem. Let's try that. 7x. That's better. That looks like it's going to work better. I'm going to take that then, rotate on this. I'll just take it from here, flip it around 180 degrees, and then slide it back in there. Here. All right, that is not perfect, but it's what we're going to use for this. Dang it. All right, there we go. So now our what do you call this shape? This is a mesh? No, it's not a lattice. Lettuce.
I mean, lattice.
I'm going to take all those and just make a outer shell of them. No, I'm not. Ooh, that did not go well.
Did not like that.
That did not work. Let's try that again. Get rid of that piece. All right, I'm going to start by just grouping them together. All right. Whoops, I got more than I wanted in there. Start here, pull across. Something else I like about the 3D mouse is I can move in the midst of a selection window. I can shove that geometry around. All right, there we go. Make that into a group. Let's try that again. Let's go in here. And that's if I just outside shell a couple of these guys. That's where across. Well, if I grab a handful. Nope, don't do that. What, just two? How about two? You feel good about two? Feel good about two. Nope. Got cocky. So I'm just working my way across here and meld this into one. I guess if I was really paying, I could have made this the same way I made the truss and just had a flat surface that I kind of joined that with. I guess I don't know. I guess I felt like I had to try something different there and build my lattice one piece at a time, but yeah, it still works.
You know, sometimes after I do stuff like that, I just say, oh, well, you know, that was a good refresher.
Sometimes it's a way to learn what not to do too.
Return to the fundamentals.
Mental. Keyword.
Mental. Yeah.
All right. I'm going to go trim my excess. Just by pushing these back. All right, get rid of that, get rid of that. Yonk. All right. Going to fill that in. This. All right. And there we go. Working our way up. Get rid of this surface here. As I'm going through, as I'm finishing these pieces off, I'm just going to try to delete the material, the ground, so I don't have that anymore. Right here, I'm gonna make a solid foot for this to rest on. Draw a line back like that. Because it's meeting with another piece, I'm just going to take this one right here, rotate it to 45 degrees. And then, oops, I'll just make that into, I know the actual bases look like they're a little bit more exciting than what I'm putting right here, but, oh, I made that part of an arc. Dang, it's never as easy as I want it to be. All right, so we'll go back to here.
You make it look easy, I think, maybe.
Really? That's interesting to hear. All right,
That's
there we go.
something, isn't it?
And maybe I can just bring this back to here. Let's see if that works. So here's going to be my issue. Oh, I don't like this. Forget it. I'm out. Erasing all of this, and oops, I did want to keep that line. That was too much. Okay, getting rid of all this and drawing a single line from here to here. And then let's go from here back to here. No, I'm off because I didn't make that a straight line. Oh, come on, man. Come on, me. What's your deal?
Gee.
Right. I'm just going to use push line. Push line this thing back from here to here. There we go. And I'll just have to cut it off.
I do like that plugin.
Oh, it's super. It is just
SketchUp.
super. There we go. All right, so if I exit out of there, that should close up. Yes. Beauty. Okay. Cool. Etc. Up the building.
Sorry, this is a complete tangent, but every time, it seems like whenever I hear someone say etc., it reminds me. Did you see the movie? Oh golly, what was that? Had Professor X in it.
X-Men?
No, it had the guy who lit James McAvoy, who's
Oh.
the Split.
Oh.
He's playing this character. It's a split personality.
Yeah, that was a weird one.
Yeah, well, he had, so one of the personalities he had was someone with
The little kid?
special needs. Yeah, and he would just say etc. whenever he's talking to make himself sound smarter. It just sounded funny.
Oh, I see. I see who you're comparing me to. I got it.
maybe that came out maybe that went the wrong way.
All right, I'm going to
Yeah,
cheat
it
right
was-
here.
In which case, I'm just saying you're a kid.
Thanks. I'll take that. Childlike wonder. So I'm
How did
tracing.
you write at this? Oh, you talk about SketchUp. I'm curious about your colors, but you talk about your tracing.
My colors. You mean why did I choose this baby poop brown? Is that what you're gonna ask?
Yeah, exactly.
You know, I was looking at it and I'm like, that's kind of the shape I got out of this, or kind of the shade, the color I got. I felt like that was the right
Okay,
color.
all right.
There's
I
really
was gonna
nothing
call
to
it
it other
sharp.
than that. Because I was looking
right,
at it,
well,
it's
you know.
brownish, and because I have a thing for it. That's the other piece of why.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Because it's there. All right.
It's the color you chose because it's the color you chose.
That's kind of it, yeah. All right, I'm gonna make this piece down here into a new I assume this is concrete or rock or something like that. That way.
Usually there's rocks in concrete, so both.
But it could be a big piece of just rock.
That'd be pretty awesome, actually. And it would make it, you said it was probably more exciting. That would be pretty exciting.
That would be, yeah, especially if you're really into concrete or rocks, then, you know.
Over the moon.
That's right. All right, it looks like what we got here is some fanciness that I'm not going to model. Because it looks like what there is there's actually like pieces going along the arcs around the outside, but then the inside them there's some fancy work.
Which picture? Are you looking at Gavin's picture?
I'm looking at several pictures on the forum,
Okay.
and it just looks like inside here. So I have these two parallel pieces, and then which these are not parallel, so I need to fix that again. Oops, don't delete everything.
Gavin said that area is also the drop zone for elevators. Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm presuming there's elevators in one or all of the corners, and you just have to go up those. Looks like you'd have to go up at an angle. Doesn't look like there's a way to do an elevator straight up.
Inclinator?
An inclinator. Well, you're also elevating still, eh? Oh, he's posted a different picture a little farther back.
All right, so I'm going to copy the back face of this arch piece and then paste it in place outside of context.
And yeah, they're concrete plinths. Plinths. It's a great word.
Easy for you to say.
It is.
It is. All right, so I'm going to take that. Offset that up to here. That's the actual arc that I want to follow. So it's this arc is actually what I want to follow right here. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the rest of this geometry. Yeah, I know I just kind of came through here like a wrecking ball, but that's going to be okay. I'm going to grab this. I'm going to rejoin this too. I'm going to grab these pieces right here, re-weld them, and then take them and offset them from here up to here. I think something has gone out of plane. I need to clean up some stuff. Got too much stuff.
Minimalism. We're looking for some minimalism.
That's right. Keep it simple. Stupid.
Silly.
Silly. Thanks. Almost got self-deprecating there.
Stop hitting yourself. Stop hating yourself.
Ooh. Got so deep. All right, so here.
Building microverse. You meet bags to read.
Whoops. All right, what's going on? What's your problem, man? Nothing there. There's nothing there. So if I go ahead and just trace this out, can I get rid of that then? No. Why? Why are you so difficult? All right, well, I'm just going to do this. I'm going to run it long. I'm going to trim it back after. That'll show you. All right, so I'm going to take that, put that through 12. Color it. And then make it a new component. And call it the top arch. All right, so now we have these two pieces. I actually want to take both of them. You know what I could do right here? I could run this up. I could run... I'm doing it again where I'm drawing a rectangle by itself rather than using any kind of inferencing. So let me actually do that. Let me use a rectangle from here to... Well, that didn't exactly work the way. Well, it should still work. Hey, it cuts the surface. I guess that's really... All right, so I'm going to take these pieces, say intersect face with model. That should break it right there. There we go. Come back out. Delete. erase, come in here, in context, close that up.
You should save. Aaron saves.
Done. Command and S. All right. Cool. Beauty. It works. I like it. Get rid of this garbage, this steaming pile of messy single line that I don't like anymore because it didn't work for me. Ugh. Okay. I don't care for that. All right, so let me exit out and see just everything. That all lined up perfect. I like it. I like it a lot. All right, so as I look at it, like I said, it looks like what we got is like just these pieces coming down at the circle, following the arch out, so they're wider at the top, just going like that. And then there's some decorative whoop-de-doos inside of them. That's a technical architectural term. So I'm just going to go in here and come in. I'm going to grab both of these and make them into, no, actually I'm going to grab them and make them into a component. I'm going to call this my arch. All right, and I'm going to come into this arch and I'm going to make a single divider. I'm going to make a 1 foot by 1 foot square. Let's see what happens if I push pull that. Does that line right up? Kind of, not perfectly, not what I want exactly. So I'm going to come here, 1 foot, 1 foot, 1 foot, 1 foot, and then I'm going to stitch these two pieces together because, like I said, they're not actually, oh, it's getting squirrely, it's getting dicey. Like that, and I'm going to grab all of that and make it a component and call it an arch baluster.
Sure.
Yeah, I make stuff up. Speaking of which, speaking of making stuff up, did you know that every French person has to visit the Eiffel Tower at least once in their life? It's true.
Well, I thought that's how you get citizenship, right? You've got to actually
You have to walk underneath the arch.
You have to kiss the Blarney Stone at the top or something. The French Blarney Stone.
Wait. Now hold on a second. I'm not a French.
Can you prove me wrong?
Oh, that's a good point. I'll have to go with you. All right, so here's something that happens sometimes. I want to take this piece and I want to rotate it in line with the arch. So I want to take it and just make copies of it and kind of do a radial array. Otherwise, I have to take it each time individually, copy it, stick it right here, and then rotate it. It's going to be a pain in the butt. So I would rather have it follow. But because I exploded this stuff and it got so crazy, I can't inference the center anymore. But it's pretty easy to find that center point, because what I can do is I'm going to connect these 2 points together and these 2 points together. I'm out of context, so I'm not actually breaking geometry. This is on top of the component. If I continue a line down that line, so if I stay parallel like that and run it down like that, and then that did not keep that inference. Try that again. There we go. There to there, shift, keep that straight, run that way long like that, and then do the same thing on this second line I drew. Shift, drag it down, way long. They should cross at some point. Yep, I can delete the ends, that means they crossed. So now this is that angle. So what I can do now is I can grab this piece right here and say rotate it in plane with this surface. I'm going to hover over the edge there, click shift. And where do I want to rotate from? From here, oh, there we go, down arrow to lock that in. I want to move it from here, option, to here, and we'll do that like, I don't know, 12x.
That's
So
pretty good.
it was good, it's not perfect.
Oh,
I really
perfect. That's where we're
messed
going.
with that. I'll take some responsibility for that. But easy enough. Now all I should have to do now is maybe just that. I don't have to rotate them also. So I'm not sure what I did. Oh, it's because that is actually not a perfect arch, or it's not a perfect arc because I actually drew that with
Gestures. Fishing pole?
Bezier. Hey, isn't that
Oh,
French? Is that French?
hey! I heard that he was one of the co-designers of the Eiffel Tower.
Mr. Bezier?
Mr. Eiffel and Mr. Bezier.
Huh. That sounds so crazy. It has to be true.
You can't make this stuff up.
I bet you could.
Well, I mean, no, you can't.
No, I can't. Yeah, I got a model. You got to make stuff up. I got a model.
Yep.
All
Yeah,
right.
I'll just keep doing it.
All right, good. Division of labor, folks. That's what it's all about. I'm going to come in here and just whack these pieces off right here. Like, whoop, hey, 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 hey. What'd I say? There we go. And oops, it's a component. Don't do it. All right,
Be
let's
unique.
make unique. Make unique. My faults are your learning opportunities. Make unique. All right, let's come in this little guy. This guy's just a.
All right, I had a little joke for you.
All right.
Do you know how to catch a unique rabbit?
I don't.
Unique up on it. You can use that one.
No, I'm good.
It's free. It's yours. Your kids will love it.
No, I really,
If your
I
kids are,
appreciate that.
if your
I'm
kids
not
are
gonna,
5.
Yeah, they're not.
Do you know how to catch a tame rabbit?
Tame way.
Yes. Ah, man. Too clever.
Oh, I might have gotten just slightly out of plane on some of these things.
It's a problem with these weird compounding curves and Bezier and all that silly stuff.
Yeah.
Huh. Out of plane when you're drawing a line from one point to another that shouldn't be a problem.
Shouldn't. Not a fan of that word though.
Yeah. You're shitting all over the place.
Yep, that's right.
Ah, line's gone.
Okay, so that one lined up. That's odd. All right, let's see if I can figure out where. So it means this point's off. Oh yeah, look at that. It's got 2 points there. That was it. There we go. Maybe this one will be easy. That one took it easy on me. Appreciate it. All right.
All right. All right.
There we go. That's gonna be enough for now for the level of detail that I'm trying to draw. Like it. I'm gonna get rid of this. Get rid of this. Oh, I'm gonna have to put one up here though. Actually, I'm gonna have to put a half of one up here because it's split in the middle. So what I'll do is I will draw this, and then I'll come over only 6 inches rather than 12 because I only wanted to draw
That's
half of it. That's right. I did that math in my head. Thank you very much.
Nice. Nice little
Good
bit of math in
maths.
there.
Should probably call it while I'm ahead. All right, same thing, 6 inches. Come this way, 6 inches. Drop it. Drop it.
I think for the next modeling session you should model the Blarney Stone.
We've had surprising number of questions about modeling stones in the past.
It would be an adventurous.
Not 100% sure why.
especially if you were technically accurate. Get out there and measure all the nooks and crannies.
All right.
Okay, so Johnny was, everybody's off looking at little facts, and this is an interesting one. It's 60 tons of paint, and it takes 7 years to paint this thing.
I've heard numbers like that for like the Golden Gate Bridge. Like they paint it all year. They start at one end, work their way down the other. And when they're done, they go back and start again. I don't know if that's true or not, but I've always heard that.
What do you do? What do you do for a living? I paint the Golden Gate Bridge.
I have a job. All right, that's in the right spot now. Okay, so we got a couple more things here. I think for the time being, for right now, I'm going to leave the observation deck just kind of as a solid. I'm not going to try to model all of the detail on that deck because I think I just spend the next 2 hours modeling railings. So what I'm going to do...
Projected texture. Transom did confirm or at least has heard the same thing. He is nodding yes to your suggestion that it's the Golden Gate. They just finish and start over.
It's so crazy to me. That's like, I don't know. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy to me. So I'm just gonna, for right now, I'm gonna make a mass of this observation deck place.
Johnny also said, "Okay, everybody's backing you up on this. I guess I'll just trust you."
It's not so crazy after all.
I think maybe it's still crazy, but it's true. It's not fake news.
That's right. Okay, so I'm making this. One of the reasons I want to do this way is that I can come back, and because it's a component, so to come out here, I could come back, open this up, and just detail this piece out, and all the rest of it would update also, so I don't have to mess with that anymore. All right, so there's 2 more pieces on this lower section, then we'll call it done. One is right here, which has these kind of cool hoop shapes. And then up here, we have another zigzaggy fence pattern, but this one has vertical bars over it. So let's just plug that all in right quick. I want to start by creating a work surface right here. There's my rectangle to start with, and I'm just going to trace segment by segment this arc. Again, remembering that this is actually a Bezier rather than a true arc. I want to stay away from trying to make stuff line up perfect with it anymore. Whoops. Speaking of which, that did not work. Oh, this looks like just this end piece probably didn't line up right. I'm going to grab all of it. Make it a group right now, enter that group, and then hide everything else. All right, so I had 2. Yeah, here we go. So that's the shape that I want to put this in. And I should be able to get my reference image back by sampling here and just paint it right on here. That's what I want to get in there. So I'm kind of thinking that I'll just come drop some circles in here.
Tricky 2K is recommending that you do the Sagrada Familia, isn't it? The crazy thing with the bajillion really detailed peaks.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Is it in Italy? In Spain?
Is this a building?
Yeah. Yeah. The Basilica de la Sagrada Familia.
Wow.
It's a big Roman Catholic church. It's in Spain.
The way you laugh when you say that makes me unexcited to try to model it.
Yeah, if you looked at it, you would appreciate my laughter.
You're
It's
scoffing.
an amazing looking thing. But yeah, it's a scoff. That's not just a laugh, it's a scoff.
That is. Scofflaw. That Jody.
Yeah. It's neat looking, but golly. I would
Whoa.
not want to model that. Shucks.
All right. There we go. So I just threw some lines in there. And then what I'll do is I'll just come in here and clean this up. Oh, my arc's broke. That's okay. Because I just want to get my initial geometry in there. And then what I should be able to do, that looks weird. I don't like that. Clean it up. All right, I'll pull that into space, make it a solid, and then use Solid Inspector to get rid of the rest of that. So let's see, if I select this piece right here, does that go all the way? All right, I'm just gonna nuke that too. All right, so I'm gonna take that shape, push it back 12 inches, triple click, make it a component. And we will call these the arches, because they're the arches above the arch. It's a common thing. All right, I'm gonna color it, whoops, with this, and then run Solid Inspector to get rid of those extra lines. And I'll even run, I'll come in here and run Soften Smooth on it right quick, get rid of those. Yes. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So Andy's dropping this fact after everyone was talking about the Golden Gate changes size based on the time of year and the temperature. But according to the ambient temperature, the top of the Eiffel Tower extends about 18 centimeters due to thermal expansion.
Dang. That's a growth spurt right there.
Yeah, that's a lot of centimeters. I don't know what that is in freedom units, but
probably wrong.
7 inches.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a lot. Yeah, you probably will have seen the Sagrada de Familia. If you saw it, you'd be like, oh yeah, that looks, I don't know, something about it looks like a bunch of like anthill looking things to me. It's very peculiar.
Okay. Hey, I got nothing against peculiar. All right, so I just got to model this up right here real quick. I'm gonna try to do this real fast. I'd like to just have two pieces. Have one diagonal piece that I can just flip back and forth, and then above it, in front of that, I'll just have these vertical pieces. And I'll start those vertical pieces real quick and just try to, I'm gonna do this too. I'm gonna grab all this that's left of this lower piece, make it into a group. I don't actually want to cut geometry out of it. I just want to use it for inferencing or reference, not even inferencing. I don't want to inference it. Come this way. And I'm using a foot as my dimension over and over again, not because, just because at this reference it looks like it's a good number to use. All right, we'll push that back.
Well, so this was before metric. So like all this stuff actually was like when you look in the forum post, all the units, it's all measured in feet. Or you're just talking about the fact you're choosing 1 foot as your magic number?
That's right. I mean, I don't, obviously this is a low res drawing, so I don't want to, you know, use it for much. I don't want to depend on those fuzzy lines being the right size, so I'm just kind of choosing a dimension to put in here. All right, so I'm going to grab that. Option, move it this way once, 2, 3, 4, 4x. Huh. Not quite. Let's try it again. Let's go to the end one. Divide that by 4. That's closer. Okay. All right, I'll come back and trim that end one up in just a second. Oh, actually, I can take that now. Bring it over to here. That one's going to go, whoa, 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 whoa. Huh, that's interesting. Oh, look at that. That was wrong. Okay, undo everything.
Did you see the Tomorrowland movie?
I did.
Not necessarily. So is that the one that ended with like them going to the Eiffel Tower and turns out it's a rocket ship or something going on there?
Sounds like that could have happened.
I'm trying to remember what movie that was in it. I think maybe it was that one.
Divide that by 8.
They got all steampunky at the end or something.
That sounds like that could be the case. There you go. Center one on the end. And there they are. I have 2 to trim, these 2 pieces right here. I'll do it now before I forget. I'm going to say make unique. And I made them both unique, so that means I only have to really open one of them and then just pick a point. There we go. All right, for the lattice in back, I want to find one full-length piece. Looks like if I go from here, they do look like they line up. So I'm gonna force this. All right, I'm gonna get rid of this now. Come around to the back. Say from here to here is the back of a single lattice. Let's see, go 45 or 90 degrees to that. Come up 6 inches.
Well, so Kai officially asked, so it's probably worth saying out loud. Is yeah, we will not be here on Monday.
That is correct.
If I memorial correctly.
Just can't stop him. I'm also thinking that the rest, ooh, why did that twist like that? Don't like that. Nope. Try that again. All right. Anytime I have this problem, I tend to grab my first piece, copy it, and we'll bring it back up here. The problem with going at 90 degrees to a line is there's actually 360 directions that are 90 degrees from a line. Perpendicular goes all the way around a single line. So that works a lot better on surfaces. It doesn't always work out perfectly when you're looking at individual lines. All right, that's good. I'm gonna take that, option, bring it down, pull it through 6. All right, and then I'm gonna take that piece I'm going to go from here to here. 12x. I don't remember how many times I had to do that. And then we'll come back here. Ugh.
How come when I type Aaron making stuff, the top result is not your Instagram? It's not even on the first page.
I got to talk to my publicist.
Yeah.
That I don't know.
Yeah, GoFly Drone was wondering if you do any real modeling with styrene or similar.
I do quite a bit with foam and wood. Styrene's not something I've had readily available, so I haven't played with it very much. But I do like the idea of doing, being able to model pretty much anything you want in miniature with a piece of plastic. So, all right. So there we go. Question now is, do I bother trying to make it solid? Well, why not? Why the heck not? Let's see. Well, it turned out better than last time. It did give me a lot of holes, though. All right, that's not going to work. All right, let's grab a couple of these.
It's not a good comparison, right?
That's could have gone better. Whoops, that didn't work either. Huh. You know, I think I had Enerot's solid shell works a little better, but I don't know that I still have that. They may have been a casualty in the house cleaning. I'm sorry, Enerot, if she's watching.
The Great Purge, we call it.
Oh, it was something, you guys. You should have seen it. But it's something I do recommend you do, especially if you download and try out a lot of extensions. Don't forget to get rid of the ones you don't need every once in a while. All right,
gotta look this.
That's all I need.
Oh, holy cow. Gusbert, aka Lawrence, has thrown his model up there, and it looks legit.
Awesome.
So if you model this from home and then post your image, you can come up here and be as critical as you want of everything that Aaron does.
Please do. I welcome it.
You're within your rights.
That's right.
That's impressive, Lawrence.
When or what made you decide, Lawrence, that you wanted to model this? Just curious.
Well, yeah, maybe he was inspired by your post, and he did this all in the last hour and a half.
Way to go.
Maybe not. I don't know. We'll see.
All right. So, well, what happened?
Oh, he
no.
said it's a conversion from a STL file. Someone else modeled that.
Cheater.
Tricky. Joker. In any event, that is still an impressive model.
There we go. All right. Thus ends the base of this model for me. Except for something's not right here. I want to... Oh, I see what happened.
I sure hope it gets easier after this, since we're an hour and 40 minutes into this build.
I feel like the top section is going to be a little bit quicker because I feel like it does repeat quite a bit. So there we go. All right. Save
it's a good thing you're only modeling 1/8 of this.
Pew. All right. So here's my thinking. Here's where I'm at. Again, status update on my thoughts. I'm going to knock out this right here real quick because it should be easy. Another observation deck that I'm just going to leave as a big solid. 45, game 45. There we go. And then I'm just going to model these other pieces because they should be repeating pieces over and over again going all the way up. So I feel like this should go from like this should go as quick as this did down here. So this was only we only spent about maybe 10 minutes, 15 minutes at most on that. The same thing should happen here. In fact, I might be able to salvage some of the geometry from here for this. Then we have we have one spot of lattice, and then the rest of it, look at that, it's just all that repeating geometry. So that's why I'm thinking it's going to go pretty quick. I have been wrong once before. We'll see.
A little known fact was that Gustav Eiffel actually used components in the creation of this original design. Except he did it all in Blender.
Heretic.
Wait, does Blender have components? I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe. It has enthusiasts.
Well,
I'll tell you that. All right.
So yeah, Lawrence said that imported STL turned into a 74 meg file and needs a lot of tidying up.
Well, maybe we can compare files at the end. Not that I'm trying to be competitive. Maybe we can compare files at the end. See how that goes.
Hopefully yours will be 18 centimeters longer, though.
That's true. What's the weather like where you're at? All right. You know what I need to start doing? I need to start taking advantage of this view right here. All right, I'm going to take that, again, make component. I'm going to call this the middle corner. I already forgot that my naming convention outside.
Component 1.
I don't know
Always
what
works.
I'm doing. All right, I'm going to take that, and I'm just going to push that through again. 12. Oh, I couldn't push pull, just that's why. Okay. All right, so I can't just push pull this because I have multiple pieces here. Whoa. Got some crazy break-in geometry here too. Hold on, let me back
So
out
Dave
of
suggested that Lawrence use cleanup 3 to try and clean it up, and Lawrence said he already did that, and it took 20 minutes to complete.
Oh, jeez.
Whoosh.
Yikes.
Yikes. This is a good question. I was saying 74 meg is huge, but Barry is wondering what we would say constitutes an overly large file. 74 meg definitely fits up there.
As soon as you get past, I tend to find that if I'm working in the dozens, I'm usually good. Once I get beyond that, it gets a little bit less good.
More bad.
So yeah, I would say if you're in 10s or 12s, you're good. But yeah, once you get, but the problem is it really depends on your computer. It depends on a lot of things. Why it's big is a big piece of that too. You know, what is the geometry that's causing it to be oversized? All right. All right, so with this piece, this is 3 pieces, so I have a couple options here how I want to do this. I'm kind of thinking I'll use joint push pull for this. So I haven't really used a whole lot of extensions other than Bezier and Solid Inspector, but I'm going to go ahead and go to Tools, go to my Fredo 6 collection, joint push pull. I'm going to use vector push pull because I want to push this straight back. And oops,
Were you part of the Naughty Dog conversations, or was that all Tyson stuff?
I do not recall that.
they used, according to the YouTube video Asmath is watching, they did all their concept modeling, or whole areas of Uncharted were done in SketchUp.
Yeah, I think we had a blog post on that.
Now I got to look it up. I know there was a firm that is just a concept modeling. What was that? Black something. Black Isle? I'm going to go ask Tyson.
I believe you are correct.
Tyson will know.
I think the things you're saying are true things.
I love it when the things I say are
not
correct.
Lies.
Yes.
All right, I do the same thing here. I would take this one right here, slide it over. I think I did 5 feet. Grab that surface,
Ooh.
that surface, that surface. Make that into a new component.
Andy said that he ends up, he does warehouses and large factory drawings. He didn't say warehouses. I made that word up.
You didn't make that word up. I've heard it before.
Oh, okay. Good. But he said he ends up with 80 meg files fairly regularly.
Yeah, and that's how I say it really depends on what you're using it for and what your system's like. We'll see how big this ends up being in the end if somebody reminds me to look. I'm going to go to tool palettes. I think I'm going to do this a couple more times. So I'm going to turn joint push pull on. Use vector again to go along the green axes. 12. All right, so there's that. It looks like my plates are smaller and my trusses are smaller. Hey, I wonder if I can let's just get crazy. Let's just do it. I'm gonna grab it all. I'm gonna grab it, but actually it's not gonna work. It's all gonna be, all right, I'm just gonna grab this piece because my angle is gonna be different up here. So I'm gonna have to, the first thing I'm gonna have to do is come up here and orient this thing. So I put my...
Have you saved lately?
Yes. Actually, I did it just before I joint push pull that first time. So not a total lie. All right, so I'm going to take that piece. I'm going to rotate it so it's in plane. Doesn't look like it's in plane this way though. All right, there we go. All right, now what I got to do, I really kind of made this difficult on myself by putting the brakes right there. So I'm going to do this. I'm actually going to change this just slightly. I'm going to make this align it to that face. And then I can take this. So I'm going to actually put this corner piece at the bottom of the brake. I should have done that. Well, it's kind of close. I should have put my lines above at the tops of these lines to make it easier to model. Because putting a flat piece there on the corner then is going to be a problem. Not a big problem, but a problem nonetheless. All right, so I'm going to come down here, draw this slightly longer than it is. Woo! Somebody celebrating at Jody's house.
I don't even know what's going on. I barely hear that. It's funny that you hear it.
Yeah, other people's kids just annoy the hell out of me. I'm just kidding. I don't know about the rest of you guys. Did school end for everybody else just recently? Now we're realizing we have to navigate this coronavirus lock-in world without the distraction of schoolwork.
Just so I heard that like Target, the local big box stores, their above ground pools are selling like hotcakes, which is weird because I was in the mood for hotcakes, I would not be going after a pool.
You know, I've never sold a hotcake in my life, but I really don't see them as being that big of a deal to sell. I don't know. I don't really get that either. That's always been a weird one
Yeah.
for me. All right. Hotcake salesman.
As Matt said, school's been closed since April 15th in the Maldives.
Ooh.
But really, my question is, all the pictures I've seen of the Maldives are like these, it's always the resorts, the hotel rooms that are out in the middle of all the gorgeous water. So the question is that where as Matt lives? Or does he live like on the island proper?
I would love to know that.
I wouldn't mind working from the Maldives. But I'd be mostly just happy to have a beach and or place to swim right about now.
You know, I love Colorado and I brag about it a lot. It's a great place to live. I like the fairly temperate weather. We don't really have bugs. A lot of great things about it, but man, if you like beaches, you are out of luck around here.
Yeah. But we got mountains. Those are pretty nice.
They are, but I don't really feel like jumping in a mountain when it's a hot summer day.
Dave's leaving. You've taken too long. See you, Dave.
Crap. Disappointed Dave. All right. So here's what I'm thinking. I'm not sure if this is going to work. I'm going to grab all this. I'm going to make it a group. I'm going to take it by the middle bottom and copy it right here. And I'm going to rotate it so that that whole thing comes to in plane with this next section. Oh, it worked. Oh, this is going to be cake. No, I didn't say that. I'm not tempting fate. It's going to be a lot of work. All right, so now I should be able to take, explode that. Grab that.
So how many people on the forum or in the chat here? How many do you think actually have forum logins and visit the forum? What percentage?
That would be another great question. You still got that poll software?
Oh, dang it. I don't even remember what it's called now. Poll
Straw poll.
something.
Straw poll.
Let's try it out. What's the worst that could happen?
Okay, so I will admit that there's some messiness with these trusses. They're lapping over each other. I understand. But, hey, I'm doing a 2.5 hour version of the Eiffel Tower, so I won't apologize. All right. All right, so now I'll do the same thing. I'll grab all of this, make it a group again. I'm making it a group temporarily just to make it easier to move it. It doesn't actually, the group itself isn't even going to stick around very long, but it's easier that way. I don't have to, like if I accidentally deselect or something like that, I'm not going to lose geometry. All right, let's grab that, go in the back, grab that face and bring it up to flush. There we go. And then I'm going to draw a line across here and then delete that face so I can just clean these pieces up. So looks like I got to grab, explode this now. Put another line across here to find the midpoint. Grab just these two pieces, and I can rotate them so that they're closer to inline. Grab this one down here, explode that, grab this guy. And I'm making sure that as I resize these, I'm actually scaling the outside of the component. What I don't want to do is get inside the component and scale geometry, because that's going to cause a mess. So I'm staying on the outside, just scaling the container. Yeah, see, that's coming together. It's coming together.
I love it when an Eiffel Tower comes together. Oh, Tyson said Massive Black. That's the name of the concept studio.
That's right. Well, our good buddy
Isle, I think.
Rodrigo works at a game studio too.
He does.
He's a big SketchUp, strong in the ways of the SketchUp.
That's good. That's a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
So Justin, who chimed in from one of his mini logins a little bit ago, Justin Chin, I don't know if he is at one now, but has done stuff from a game studio.
I thought that'd be fun. I've done worked at a couple software companies. I thought games would be fun. That's like big business though. That's serious stuff.
What is? Wait, what? Working in a game studio?
Video games?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I have a buddy that works at Blizzard. I'm always trying to convince him. He said there's a couple of people on the art team, but it's not like a huge part of the workflow there. These things are not lining up the way I want them to. Aaron, what's going on, man?
I'm under the gun. Joey told me I was running out of time.
Oh. Sorry. God, that guy. Psh, don't listen to that guy.
There we go. It's a little better. All right, there we go. That's looking like a thing. All right, one last copy and paste. And I'm going to take these ones in. Awesome. That puts us at 2/3 of the way done.
All right. Speaking of, you know the best time to go to the dentist, right?
When you have a cavity, not changing my answer. Actually, you should go beforehand. Preventative dentistry is actually very important. I feel like I just gave a public service announcement. The more you know.
Remember to spay and neuter your pets.
Oh, that's so weird. Still so weird. Bob Barker, right?
That's right.
So weird.
Andy got it. Andy's right. 230. You go 230.
You guys bought right. You played right into it. Jody wins.
I think everybody else just ignored it. So really, Andy's the only one that's even kind of playing along.
You kind of won and lost there, Andy. All right, so that's where I am right now. So this is getting heavy. I can already feel the lag when I come out like this. Let me turn off my. Go to styles.
Well, you named the first component a chonk, right? I mean, that was already setting yourself up for.
All right, so if I get rid of my profiles, it's pretty zippy still, so it's not too bad. Profiles do, if you guys don't know that, keeping profiles on will definitely slow down the redraw of your model. So once your drawing gets bigger, you might want to turn profiles off. Not edges. I still have my edges turned on, but my profiles, the heavy pieces that are calculated to create the outside edge, those are kind of heavy, so that can actually slow down your redraw. You might want to, if you're in that situation, that's one spot you can speed up your model by getting rid of those. All right, so I'm going to grab this, this, and this, make a new component. I'm going to call this a middle collar. Collar? How many L's are in collar?
There's 2.
Yeah, it looks wrong.
I mean, you could put 3, but it'll be wrong.
Wouldn't be the first time I was mistaken. You monster. Come back through here. Nope. I am experiencing some unusual lag that I don't get.
We should just troubleshoot that right in the middle of this call.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
What could go wrong?
All right, there we go. And I'm just going to put one line like that. Copy it to here. And then I'm going to get rid of everything else. Now, I'm going to try to keep this fairly light. Let's see, I'll come this way. I'm going to do this the way I probably should have been doing this up till now. That is 2D. So I'll take, actually no, let's do that. Let's keep that. Let's keep it all open or closed, or let's keep this. And then I can take this shape, option copy this way, I don't know, 10x. Perfect. All right. Take this one right here, move it this way. 2, just to be safe. Nope, only need 1. Okay. And now I'll take this one right here, I'm going to rotate it using this as an inference. Take this piece and flip it around like that. That's the stuff. All right, now I can take these guys right here, move them from here. Oops, I missed a piece. There you go. Move that from here to here. Nope, that was not the right spot to move to. Third tries charm. All right, let's try again. Get everything this time. There we go. Move from here to here. We'll do that 12x. Okay. Now it's cleanup time. There's, of course, many ways I could do this, but kind of feeling like this is going to be one of the easier solutions.
Look at all those little, it's like you're making a little snake at the bottom there or something.
Oh, that was cool. Come back. And then what I will be able to do is use cleanup to merge these surfaces together. All right, so I can position this I can come up, extensions, cleanup, merge faces. Oh, but they're all different directions. But it's okay. They're connected, so I should
Mm.
just orient faces on one of these. And again, grab that extensions, clean up, merge faces. There we go. Oh, you know what didn't do? You know what didn't pick it up? That little tiny guy at the end. Just delete that 10 times. Ugh, life's terrible. Missed it.
Oh, how
Alright.
we suffer.
I know. It's real. It's real. My suffering's real. All right, perfect. Now, I'm going to take that and I'm going to push pull it twice. I'm going to push pull it once. Let's see. Push it through, what is it? It's 1, so I'm going to push it back 9. And then I'm going to push this front back. Oh, what's going on here? There we go. 3. And there we go. I can orient faces, paint the whole thing, check it with Solid Inspector, fix all that stuff. Beauty. All right. This is going to look a little odd, but for right now I'm just going to squash this back.
So is there a difference between squashing something and squishing it?
Yeah, the vowel.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
Oh, yeah. That's where we're at.
So Jeremiah on Facebook is curious about, he's wondering if you remove the profiles, will it change the render of the animation export? I'm going to do a lot of animation export, so I'm going to throw this to you or the crowd.
What you see is what you get with animation.
Yep.
So,
you have any recommendation to make it less jittery?
got a hole in my, need a thing here. Less jittery.
Tends to be
Oh, I
pretty
mean like
smooth
as you're
to
doing
drive.
this, or?
Yeah, he's saying when animating, so I'm presuming it's an export. But maybe it's that. I mean, just animating when it just means when you orbit, then yeah, that's probably a video card thing.
Yeah. I guess that's, yeah, just help us out there, tell us exactly what you're talking about. Because if you're having a problem just orbiting, moving around in 3D space, then that could very well be a graphic issue. That doesn't seem right. Why did they make these? Oh, I think I went 6 inches this way. Oh, that's wrong.
Wah wah.
Yeah.
Perpendicular. Oh no, it's not. Oh, okay.
I could have done that
going on there.
better.
Okay, so it is. Yeah, he's talking about when you export for presentation.
Oh, increase your FPS. Would be my thought.
First-person shooter.
That's what I always think when people say that too. Nobody else ever means that. Frames per second.
Ever.
Or try to move the camera less in each of your animations. Because when you export an animation, you're going to move from one scene to another scene in a specific amount of time. It doesn't look and go, your camera has to move this far, so let's do 5 seconds there, and your next move is this short, so let's just do 2 seconds. It has one number, so it says 4 seconds to move from here to here. So if these 2 points are far across, then it's going to be a lot of frames to get from, or not enough frames to smoothly get from one to another. So increase the time between your frame transitions, or move your camera so they're closer together. That would be the quick answer. Whew, you seem to have a lot of tower left.
Well, so yeah. But look how, since they're just pictures, it still looks good.
Yeah, I mean, I could really be kind of done anytime.
Yeah.
Well,
did you actually say the trick to moving less between animation is to just create more scenes with each of the, basically, rather than going 20 feet, just go 10 feet and do a scene and then 10 feet and do another scene?
Yeah, something along those lines. Yeah, that's kind of the idea, is to be consistent with the amount of movement you have scene to scene. I know this. It's unfortunately it's not one of those exact answer kind of things. So hopefully that's helpful. If not, you know, the perfect answer.
You know what we ought to do, which sounds like a lot of work.
Order pizza. Oh, now what you're
So
thinking?
all
Sorry,
of
no.
the
What do you think we should do?
actually that's a better idea than mine.
Okay.
I was going to say we should go through the forum and add a tag live stream to all past live streams, or at least in the at the very least in the future, start putting that as a tag so you can find them easily later. But if someone wants to find a model, you just got them all on the Only Error and on the 3D Warehouse, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I try to upload most of them. I don't upload like our Q&A models because they're just kind of messes.
Q&A stuff.
Yeah, it's just a mess of geometries and sample models, that kind of thing. So I don't tend to post those, but everything else, yeah, gets posted soon after we finish usually. I think once or twice I promised to you know, finish out a model before I posted it, but generally speaking, I don't even do that. Whatever we got at the end of the stream is usually what gets posted.
Pat Kid 73 wants to know why we're still here whenever it's the beginning of a long weekend.
Well, it's only 2 o'clock here.
Yeah. Well, and also, I can't go anywhere until you're done.
That's true. My fault. Got it. Understand.
I guess technically you can't go anywhere until you're done either.
Well, yeah, I'm kind of here until I'm not here. That is a true statement.
So Lawrence is dropping all kinds of dad jokes back here. Do you want to hear any of them?
Of course.
It's okay. It's okay if you don't. It's fine. No, we don't have to.
Which part of course was so confusing?
So they're all Eiffel puns, basically. Went to Paris to see a landmark. It was quite an Eiffel.
I like it.
Or what happened when I lost my balance on Paris' most famous landmark? I fell.
I fell.
Different pronunciation, same word.
Nailed it. Perfect. That was like, yeah, I don't know how that could have been better. I fell. That one. I mean, that was just.
Oh, that was it, huh?
I liked it. That was everything I needed out of an Eiffel Tower pun. Like, that's a standard.
It met all of your Eiffel Tower pun needs.
That was, yeah. I feel good. I will go to sleep tonight, satisfied in that portion of my life.
With a chuckle on your face. In your mouth.
Is a chuckle visible?
I don't know. If you do it right.
All right. Yes, I'll have a face full of happiness.
There are worse things to have in your face.
That is true. These actually cross. I wonder how this will work. So if I just come here and I use this, inference this to rotate a copy. It's ugly, but it's going to work because that's what I got time to do. Ooh, this is really something.
Really something.
Really something. Okay. Moving on up. All right. The rest of these pieces are actually smaller than what the rest of what. So if I come in here, do the same thing on my corner to get my corner piece. And then as I work my way up, maybe I'll just put my horizontal pieces on first. Whew, that's a lot. All right. Pick each of these, give them some depth, make it a piece, and then I'm going to come in with a scaled version of that component. I'm going to grab that same component and I'm going to use the scale to shrink it down smaller so it's thinner, because it looks like I graduate to smaller trusses as I go up. A component. Go in there. Did I close it? I opened the toolbar and then I closed it after I used it. Oy, come on, man, come on. All right, vector push pull. Nope. Vector push pull. Green axis 12. Triple click. Color it up. Why? Don't you like that color? Oh, because I'm in, man, sometimes. All right, I have another, basically, set of vertical members. I don't know what any of these pieces are called, you guys. I'm totally honest with you. I don't know what I'm doing. But this thing comes up here. And then it looks like it continues to run vertically up the middle all the way to the top. So if I look here, got this, and then from there it goes like this. Now I just have to blend that geometry together. Like that. So I'll take those pieces. Same thing, make those into a quick component. I don't know. I don't know what I'm calling things anymore. Do we ever poll on the who's a user and who's a forumer and who's not?
Yeah, it looked like it was kind of about 2/3 our forum folk.
I knew I liked you guys.
Let's see. Let's see. We had only had 10 responses, and 6 were yay and 4 were nay, and that's that.
So, you guys gonna all become forum users now? That's really the question. Doesn't matter who you were, it matters who you choose to be from now on.
It's only the future matters.
That's right.
Bygones are bygones. Egon is the nerdy guy from Ghostbusters.
Yeah, and what is a bygone anyhow?
I don't know.
Yeah, me either.
I think it's like, bye, gone.
Yeah, I guess those don't
Yeah.
matter. Seriously.
Yeah.
You're right. All right. Here we go. All right. Where did I had these? I had these all the way at the outside. Okay. Let's move that one last time to right here. All right. I'm going to move that from there. Option. Whoa, 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 whoa. This is where it would be really nice if something was the same dimension all the way up, but I realize we don't get that. So I got to grab one of these cross pieces, bring it up each beam one at a time. Next transition, and then when it's there, you got to quickly rotate it in plane with that next piece. Work my way up to each of these intersections. Snap to the red axes, flip it to flat, move it to the next one. Because each one rotates a little bit, so each time I gotta just rotate it. That was less than a degree for that one right there. Okay.
Sometimes that's all that matters, man.
Yeah, I guess. Sometimes I feel like, why do I even bother? 0.03 degrees, whatever. That one was less than a tenth of a degree. Guess I need to say it's because we care, but I looked at some of the way I put some of those girders on down below, and I don't know how much I care. Right,
so
where are we at?
Transom is watching all of the different streams.
Transom's bumping our numbers.
So I'd like to actually have them, Brady Bunch style with one, like just have a grid of them just to see what the latency, how much different it is between, how much dramatic pause there is between each of them.
I believe that's something you could just do.
I actually can even one-up Transom because I also have a direct hangout.
That's true.
I got 4 videos.
He's
Like,
special.
I have 5 actually.
Got that. He's
got
got
the restream version.
The super live even. But you have to look at me from below. You have to look up to me on that one.
Yeah, there's something in your nose.
Ah, dang.
I leave the sound on. Transom turns it off. I just listen to all of them.
Oh my gosh. That echo chamber. All right. There we go. So that is one on each section. Now the only thing I really have to do is there's a couple of these that have there's a thing going on there. I don't know what that's about. I'm going to move this one. Middle. Nope, not really. Actually, it's more like right there. And this one kind of isn't there. That's going to be interesting. That ought to mess me up by the time I get to that point. All right, all right. So from here, we go option, put one here. 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 Cool. And now I can come through here as these ones start to get a little bit hangy outy.
So, at what point do you start to panic that you're not going to finish? when you're doing one of these?
Well, see, here's the thing. Whatever I get done is what I have finished. So I always
Ooh.
finish. It's just a question of,
Because you're like, I'm not working on this anymore,
that's
so
right.
therefore I'm done.
I got a 3-day weekend ahead of me. I will not be modeling any towers of any kind for the next 3 days.
Yeah, Gavin said he had Domino's delivered, and then he's sitting there eating that, and then watching Hitman 2 while watching SketchUp live. So he's pretty much got his Friday evening mapped out.
Where do you live? You're not in Longmont, are you?
Uh, well, so he goes to the Eiffel Tower a couple times a year or once a year. I got the impression that he was someplace
Probably
a little
not
more
in Longmont
European.
then. Okay. That sounds like a wonderful way to start the weekend. I want that.
I am getting hungry now that we're talking about food.
Yeah, me too. Almost done with this part. Actually, once I get these in, I can get rid of that image on the front, and I can just start slapping stuff onto the. Actually, I don't even think I need this anymore. So I can actually get rid of the image from here down.
So today I've received several emails from food places that are opening back up. So I guess that's a good sign.
It's a sign of something.
It's a sign of something. Or maybe it's just that they're now becoming available. Most specifically, I got something from Snarf and from Yellow Belly.
I would go for Snarfs right now too. I guess I'm just hungry, because right now, really, or maybe no, that wouldn't work. I was gonna say maybe I'm hungry for pizza because of the Eiffel Tower, but I'm not that bad at geography.
Well, when I think pizza, I think Eiffel Tower. And when I think
right.
Eiffel Tower,
Yeah, that's not the right food. All right, cool. All right, so that's the front. I do have to pull it. That guy's sticking out a little bit. Bother me. Get back in there.
you know,
All right,
I don't
now
like.
what I can do is, because each of these pieces match, I can actually grab this one right here and go grab it by the end, and it'll stay in plane when I bring it like that. I do, however, have to. This is going to be a repetitive process. This is where the jokes come in handy, right here.
What are you doing? I'm just copying and pasting, moving and
Yeah, this is
arraying. Wait,
this
is
is-
arraying? No,
Rainin. No, that's not right either.
Raiden.
Like the guy from Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, that's the guy. All right, so Johnny said this all started at 8 o'clock, so this is working well for him.
Oh, good.
And MCAD's dropping all kinds of French things that you might want to eat, like beef bourguignon or croissant,
Yep, I would eat both those.
or frog's legs. Go Fly Drone can go fly a drone with that on. I'm not interested in frog's legs.
You know, I've never had it, but I like frogs. I know it's not really the reason you choose to eat their legs, but I would give it a shot.
So it's like the whole plot line between the first Muppet movie, right?
Yeah, Doc Hopper.
Doc Hopper.
Doc Hopper's frog legs, man.
That's right. He was trying to get Kermit
That's right.
those big old juicy frog legs.
Oh boy. Okay, we may have to call this. This might be dull. I guess really this is the opportunity, Jody, for you to shine and really fill time.
Cool.
Oh.
I'm too hungry. All we're going to keep talking about food. Okay, so first of all, Gavin is playing Hitman 2, which I guess makes more sense. I wasn't sure if there was a Hitman 2 movie. I
I think
actually
the first
saw.
one came out, and I don't know that it did good enough to merit a sequel.
Yeah, I did not go see it, and I haven't actually played the Hitman series. Not that I have anything against it. It's just so many games in this day.
I know.
In this day and age, it's hard to keep up. If you're a
You know what,
Borderlands fan,
I have to ask, because we only started taking advantage just because of the whole lock-in situation, but a lot of people out there who are fans of like the game subscription services. I know PlayStation has it. Steam like originated it, right? For PC games.
Well, they didn't have a subscription service though. I mean, it just was wicked cheap to buy stuff. Their summer sale would come out, and all of a sudden you're like, I now own 40 games, and I don't have time to play any of them.
Because we just
Which is
with all this stuff going on, we I have an Xbox and we grabbed the Xbox Pass, Game Pass, and I've been pretty much downloading a new game like once a week. And I found that my standards for what I really want are not that high anymore. It's kind of like, oh, I'll give this a shot, and then we'll see. If I don't like it, I'll uninstall it in a day or two.
yeah. I'm curious about the Google one because it's like modern game. It's like current, like the stuff that you'd be paying $60 for. So I'm intrigued by that, but I don't need. I mean, I only have
So many hours a week.
a Switch. When I only have a Switch and a PS4, and I already feel like that's more than enough consoles for my purposes.
Yeah.
Andy's saying maybe what you could do. I think he's trying to fast forward. I think literally that's what he just tried to do. He said maybe we can skip the beam thing and jump to the top of the tower.
That sounds good. I like this plan. I like this plan a lot. All right, let me finish this course right here.
The most tedious part of this is having to find the center dot whenever you're grabbing that thing. You have to zoom in, wait till you find the perfect red spot.
Yeah, it's definitely. I was trying to think of a way to do it quicker, easier, but I can't think of how to speed that process up because each piece is different. Each piece is at a different angle. So, yeah, I don't know. All right, etc., etc., etc.
Etc.
All right, let's go. Let's get this thing. All right, so we saw that picture on the forum, that nice big detailed image. Holy cow! Yeah, that is a big file. So what we got here is this right here is a rectangle. And man, I can't tell from that image. There's so much stuff coming off that I can't even Has anybody got a better picture of the very top?
Well, so there's one from, I guess depending on the angle, there's one in the forum post.
Yeah, that's what I'm
that
looking
Gavin
at. And
posted.
unfortunately, it is just, there's so many
It's
like wire ledges and antennas and stuff. It just looks like kind of a porcupine's butt there, and I can't tell exactly what's
Gewgaws.
going on. I'm gonna take these two shapes over here, and I'm gonna work from these real quick while we see if we can find something better. So I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna rotate it on the blue axis, find that middle piece. That's not the middle. Get that one line across there. All right, I'm gonna take that. Why is it breaking again there? Oh, this has some hidden geometry.
Now I gotta look this up. Lawrence said the Eiffel Tower is just a copy of the Blackpool Tower. Never heard of the Blackpool Tower. I mean, I'm disinclined to believe that he's not pulling my leg, but now I want to look.
Yeah. Why am I breaking?
Whenever I hear the word Blackpool, I think I'm not swimming in that. That's all it really comes to mind.
Right. Valid,
Yeah,
valid point.
The Blackpool Tower looks funner to me. I would rather.
You'd rather swim at
No,
Blackpool than Eiffel, is what you're saying?
no. It just looks like an interesting small tower, little baby Eiffel Tower. But it comes up out of the middle of a building. I don't understand this thing.
You sound so
It's
disappointed.
iconic.
I don't understand. I don't understand.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna make this brace. Yeah, go in here. Bring that over here. Rotate a copy of it 90 degrees. Scoot it over like that. All right, now I got these two corner pieces. I can take those, slide this one straight back like that. And what that lets me do is that. So now I can take this line and these two pieces, go find the center of this square, option rotate that 90 degrees, 3x. I'm going to explode this square, because that'll let me push that up, push that up, push that up, and push that up. Did we get a better? There we go. Okay. All right, make that into a group. I'll take that over here. Yeah, so this should I may have to do some adjustment here, but I'm going to make it line up horizontally by matching midpoints. Go. And bring it down.
Oh, so Blackpool's like a seaside resort, a la Coney Island kind of thing, and it's not a place. The sea is apparently not a place you want to swim.
Ah.
Hmm.
Okay, so what we could do now.
Oh, Colin showed up, or he's been notably quiet through this whole session.
Hi, Colin. Colin did help me out with the resolution on my reference images earlier today, because I just screenshot stuff generally, and with his help we were able to get some. I don't know. I guess I gotta take advantage of Colin's image resizing wizardry on a thing we're actually going to trace at some point. Give me midpoint. Give me midpoint. So I move those braces to more properly actually line up with my geometry. So I'm just going to recopy those around the corners. All right, so there we go. We're at that point, and now I'm going to come over here and trace some of this geometry. Actually, I kind of got it, so I'm just going to come up like this. All right. I'll take that, which looks like could be round. I don't know. I'm gonna make it round. Grab that thing. Right there. Realize it's not solid, and there's actually a got guardrail right here. Yeah, something like that is what I would do at the top. Once, if in fact I ever got there. Darker. There we go. All right. So that's 2.5 hours. That's not too bad.
Considering 2 years and 2 months.
Oh, I beat the hell out of their time, yeah.
Nailed it.
Oh, save. You guys got it.
It's been a minute since you did that.
Yeah, that's that could have been disastrous.
Lawrence had to add the rivets now.
Yeah, you know what you can do with your rivets. All right, I want to see if I can get these. I bet I can do this in about. I bet this is about 5 minutes of work.
5 minutes work.
All right, so
And starting now.
okay, hit me with some more information about Le Tower de Eiffel. Did you hear that? I don't know if
That
that's
sounded
actually.
fancy.
Yeah, I don't know if that's actually how you say tower in French, though. In fact, I don't know if that was even French. I don't know anything about languages. I barely can get through English most days.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, it's honest.
I've since closed. I've got a fact sheet about Blackpool, but nothing about.
Wait a minute.
Isn't it good?
We've given up. We've given up on the Eiffel Tower at this point. We're still,
I just
still
closed
working on it.
I had like 14 tabs open, so I started closing stuff, and apparently, okay, here we are. Fun facts.
There we go.
I wonder who the judge is of whether or not these are actually fun.
I think we'll be the judge of that.
Okay,
Wow, that
so
didn't land.
here's-
That totally caused silence. I feel like I should apologize.
Yeah, you should.
I'm sorry.
Okay, so there are 3 platforms. First is 57 meters high. The second is 115 meters high. The last one is at 276 meters. It can be reached by lift only. That's not true. I'm sure you could reach it by helicopter.
I don't know. Helicopter
With one of
pilots,
those ladders.
according to all movies I've seen, don't like to fly near towers or something like that. I don't know.
Well, they just have to. You have to be high enough above it that you can climb down a ladder.
That's true. Sounds good. Is that a thing they allow? Is that a
I'm pretty sure. I mean, again, based on movies.
like? Oh wait, you're from the U.S. Sure. Yeah, go ahead.
And just go. Well, which movie is this from? Okay, good. How many visitors climb the Eiffel Tower each year?
Oh man, it's got to be like millions. So do you have the option of like climbing? Oh, like climbing, like we're talking about the outside, like illegally, or okay.
0 people climb the outside of it. That's a trick question.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
It says twice they've welcomed more than 7 million people in a year.
Wow.
In 2011 and 2014, it exceeded 7 million those 2 years.
Dang,
It's a lot of people.
that is a lot of people, especially to see one thing. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's,
Well, but
and
you
this
don't
is-
have to see one thing, right? Because when you get down, then you can go to the Arc de Triomphe. You have to pronounce that like that, I think, right?
I've
Like
got
you have to
it.
drive past that to get to the tower.
You almost said Z Tower, didn't you?
No, I did not. Shh, bite your
Okay.
tongue.
Kind of sounded like you slipped.
So, yeah, in Paris you also have the Notre Dame Cathedral.
Oh, I don't
and
know
the
why I'm doing
Louvre.
this.
What? Did I distract you away from actually?
No,
Sorry.
these all of these trusses that I'm doing are in the same plane, so I don't have to like do each one. I can just bring it up and then adjust if necessary. Ah, dang it, that didn't work so well.
So that's okay. That was only fun fact number 6. Let's see. How many visitors can the tower hold at the same time?
Those platforms are big. I don't know how
Yes,
many
sir.
meters, but that is a
Well,
big platform. So
the
hold
one at
up.
57 meters.
I could tell
Go
you
ahead.
that it is 8 times 600 or 6,800 square feet. So I'm pretty sure, a big number.
Well, the second platform will hold half as many people as the bottom one. And
Is
the
this
top
one of
one
those
will only
word
hold one.
problems like
If you boarded a train at the bottom of the Eiffel Tower, 5,000, more than 5,000.
wow. What was there actually ever a purpose to it? Like, was it made to do a thing?
Who built the Eiffel Tower and why? That's question number 10. You're jumping right on ahead.
I'm
So
sorry.
Gustave Eiffel was the guy that was the architect. It was built for the Paris World Fair,
Time.
1889 Paris World Fair.
I just finished the
Just like that?
stitching. Yep, that was less than 5 minutes.
Jeez, wow. Holy cow. So anyway, World Fair, or the Universal Exposition of Barcelona is what Andy says.
Oh, cool.
During its completion, only one worker died. That's it.
Hey,
You'd think more, right?
take it. It's a win's a win, man.
Tragically, he fell from the first floor,
Wait.
which was 57 meters high.
Oh, right. I was like, aren't stories like around 9 feet?
10 feet? I could fall 10 feet easy.
I've done it before. All right, I'm gonna get crafty here. I'm gonna do some weird things. Get a little weird here, because I don't want to.
Hey, George is on the same page as me. He's asking where the iron came from.
Wow.
I know, because I'm looking. I'm looking at the same answer as him, but I'll let him say it. And Asmath said you missed a horizontal bar up there.
Did I?
I don't know.
I'm trying to figure out how to repurpose the materials I already have and not have to draw anything new. There we go. This is not going to look perfect.
Oh, yeah, there's some fact on here, some weird fact about a guy that Franz Reichelt jumped off of it. Apparently thought he had invented a parachute, but he invented a bad parachute.
Yeah, didn't work out well then. I'm sounding like.
Australian-born tailor, inventor, and parachuting pioneer, known as the Flying Tailor. It was a wearable parachute and apparently also an effective death shroud.
Wow.
Yeah, grim.
That is a
It
drag.
got dark. Did it get dark in here?
Yeah, I feel good about stuff.
The guy that designed this also designed the frame for the Statue of Liberty.
Makes sense.
Yep.
All right.
So I wonder if you can see the curvature of the Earth from the top of it. If you could shut down those naysaying flat earthers.
Oof. Just got political in here.
Oh, eesh. Sorry, I apologize to any flat earthers in the audience. how much does the flat how much does the flat Earth weigh? How much does the Eiffel Tower weigh?
All of them, all the pounds.
Yeah. Well, so I'm not sure if these are real tons or what, because they're spelled funny. TONNES. 11,000 tons.
Holy cow.
That's a lot of tons.
That's a significant amount of things, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, there's apparently the Le Jules Verne on the second platform is a very good restaurant. If you're hungry, you just go
I
up
am.
there, eat.
I am hungry. I'm coloring the wrong color. I do it all again.
Oh,
It's all falling apart. All right, there is my infrastructure, and now I gotta zigzag some pieces, and we're there. I'm gonna do the same thing. Whoa, it's getting squirrely. Zooming's getting squirrely. There we go, like that. Grab a line right here. Option copy it to 45. Same thing down here. Option copy 45. I'm going to move that up to the midpoint. Try drawing my mesh in 2D first. See if this helps me. Speed up.
save.
Shh. Killjoys. Option.
And there's so many facts flying around in the chat about this. I don't know what's real. It seems like we're changing topics. It's very confusing.
Sounds like the internet to me.
The internet is confusing.
All right, I'm gonna do that, and now I'm gonna take each of these. I'm just gonna do an offset of, I don't know, 2 inches. I think there's an offset mesh, something like that. Obviously, I don't have it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Not sure what happened here. Okay. Now, just gonna pop through here. We may have arrived at the brute force modeling portion of the day, where the timer starts ticking a little louder and the clicking gets a little more frantic. But it'll get done. That's the important part.
Well, done is all, as you pointed
That's
out
right.
earlier, is subjective. Done is literally just Aaron ain't working on this no more.
That's true. That I know we'll get there. Cool. That's beauty. All right, I'll delete these pieces right here. And then I will just push that back through. Why are you being weird? Boy, so jumpy. So jumpy. All right, maybe with a 3D weekend, I could actually...
Did you say 3D weekend?
I did. I said 3D weekend. 3-day weekend. Maybe with an actual 3-day weekend, I could get my driver updated. Seems like something I could do in that many days. All right.
Unless you decide to actually just enjoy your 3-day weekend doing something not work related.
We'll see. We will see. All right, last piece. I got some crisscrosses happening right here. I'm going to make a single line. Let's select that line.
Well, you know what crisscross will make you do.
That's right.
That's right.
All right. I'm just gonna do it all as one piece. All right. So now I got a rectangle. Just pulled. Oop, got a line there. Delete that. Pull that out. I don't know. 6 inches. Nope, I had to pull it down too, right? Nope. That'll work. Move that. Down to, whoops, I got some extra geometry in that group. I'm gonna have to get rid of that. There. Sure. Oh, that was the line I drew to divide it so I could see where to put it. That makes sense. All right, so there's that. Now I just need a couple of crisscrosses in there. That's what I want. I take that piece, rotate a copy, there down to there, and then, let's see, scale that back up, scale this back down. Actually, I want to rotate that too. When I get it, try to get now, I will go draw a line right in the middle of that piece, and I should be able to go like this. Option, flip it this way. There we go. Nope, that wasn't perfect. That was not the middle, obviously. All right, but I got it here, so now I can just take it, put you over here. Spend a little more time on that so that I can just take it now, copy, option, stick it over here. Now grab both these, option. Whoa. All right, that is, oh, dang it. Just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back in. Okay, okay, very funny, real cool. All right, this I'm gonna have to do differently. I'm gonna copy this. Oh man, how am I gonna do this? I'm gonna take these pieces and copy them. I'll leave context, edit, paste in place, and slide those over like that. I'm going to make them into a component. I'm going to rotate that component 90 degrees, 3x, because I can't just run it halfway. Like everything else I've run right up to the middle and stop, but these trusses won't lap through right if I do that. So now I can come into context. That one looks good. This one will have to scale. This one will have to scale. This one, I'll have to move horizontally and scale. And a little more scale. All right, and then quick rotate again. Oh, this is the final push, man. We're here.
Yeah, I'm not even paying attention anymore.
Oh, thanks.
I'm playing Hitman 2.
Well, at least it's relevant. That didn't work. Paste in place and just slide that across. There we go. Cool. All right. Then it's this one actually has to go up. That was where I ran into my problem. But we know I could do twice as many of these in less than 5 minutes, so this should go pretty quick. So you know who hates trusses?
Wait, who?
Everyone on this stream. Oh, actually, I shouldn't judge how many people have thumbs, and I don't care. If you don't have thumbs, you're cool.
Yeah. And whether you have them or not, you're cool, okay?
Yeah. Almost. Stay on target. That's what I feel like right now. Stay on target. Yeah, I was kind of feeling like it was kind of getting warm in here, and figured, nah, it's just under 80 degrees. Yeah.
See you, Christopher. He's leaving now.
Okay, I get
Christopher
it.
Ryan.
All right, just about there. Just 4 more trusses to go, and I'm done. Whew, there she is. Save.
Save. Push it to the cloud.
Oh, it's 3 hours, but there it is. Let's check this out.
But it was
without
worth it, right?
Maybe somewhere to someone, I hope. Okay, get away from my head.
I like to think that the very least people have been entertained. Are you not entertained? That's
Yeah, what else could you really ask for? Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. Ooh, baby. I like it.
Looks like the real deal.
It does.
It
So
even
there
has
it is.
concrete plinths.
They're so plinthy. How big are the?
Yeah, I get that.
How much plinth do we got down here? I mean, like that's. Yeah, so that's like as tall as a building just right there. I get it. They're holding up a lot of space.
How big is that file? Once you save
Let's-
it, what is the
let's save it.
what is
Let's
the
start.
old
Let's look
file
first.
size for this? Statistics. Let's see some statistics.
Let me. I don't think I got anything that unused, but I'll purge real quick. But yeah, there we go. So I got about just under 10,000 faces. 1,400. That's not bad. Look, the desktop, and get info on this thing. Let's see. It is. I'd say that's the beginning of an Eiffel Tower model. There's a lot more detail to be added, and there's some corners cut. Projected model in 10 minutes. If we had gone make the last 3 hours of my life, I'd go take a day off for every hour I spent on this model. Well, that is it, folks. I'm gonna save that. I will get that up. It's been a lot of fun hanging out with you. Hopefully you guys have if not a 3-day weekend, at least a good 2-day weekend. Enjoy some time not here. I don't know. I started saying things like it was going to be meaningful, and it wasn't.
Do something memorial.
Yeah, that's what we'll be doing. Memorialing, which usually means what? Grilling. Unfortunately.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if that's what I'll be doing or not.
Probably
but,
something like that. But anyhow, thank you very much. We will see you next time. Don't come back Monday because we won't be here. We will be here Wednesday.
We'll see you next Wednesday.
Yes. So